Have you ever noticed how some people always need something to be fighting with all the time? Like when life gets quiet, they get uneasy. What I'm about to say is a little bit deep, so stick with me for a little while here. Some people don't know how to exist without a fight. And I don't mean literal fighting. I'm talking about the internal battles, the chasing, the grinding, the constant struggle. See, when life finally gives them a little bit of peace, they don't relax. They panic instead. They start turning that fight instead. They overthink, they overwork, they self-sabotage because that stillness feels like something is wrong. I don't know why that is but I think it's because they've built their identity inside the chaos. There's this beautiful quote I came across by Friedrich Nietzsche that goes like, under peaceful conditions, the warlike man attacks himself. Think about it. If your worth has always been tied to overcoming poverty, proving people wrong, surviving trauma, then what happens when there's nothing left to overcome? Silence starts to feel like failure, right? It's kind of wild, right? But I think we've all seen it happen. The entrepreneur finally hits their goals and then suddenly they are lost. The activist sees change start to happen and now they are unsure what to do next. The guy who grew up in survival mode finally finds stability and doesn't know how to rest. So they start creating tension where there is none, just to feel something familiar. It's not that they're afraid of losing. Sometimes it's just that they're afraid of not having anything left to fight against. And here's when it gets deeper. If you spent your whole life sharpening weapons, learning how to push through, how to hustle, how to survive, peace is going to feel strange, maybe even wrong, because nobody taught you how to stay somewhere that is healthy. How to breathe when you're not running, how to exist without a crisis. It's like a soldier who's been at war for years. He comes home and everything is calm. But instead of settling in, he feels agitated. He drinks too much and starts picking up fights. Not because he wants trouble, but because peace doesn't feel natural anymore. We don't talk enough about how success can become disorienting when your whole identity was built in struggle. Like, what do you do when the thing you've been fighting for finally happens? Why do you think a lot of us go to school, study hard, and then when we finally graduate, we feel so lost in life? That's like the crisis a lot of young adults are facing right now. That's the danger. You defeat the thing, but don't know who you are without it. And this is the shift I think we have to learn to make. The mindset that helped you get it might not be the same mindset that might help you keep it. You need a new way of thinking, a new operating system, one that doesn't run on anxiety and scarcity, but on purpose and clarity. And I think this applies to everything: personal growth, relationships, even how countries heal after conflict. You see it in people who live toxic environments and don't know how to receive love. Even as nations, especially here in Africa, look at our post-colonial history as a continent. The fight for freedom and independence ended a long time ago, but then came the hard part, learning to build without an enemy. What we've ended up in is a system of dysfunction and corruption. The truth is, peace is not the problem.